Manipulating. Mind experiment.
It's no sleep, baby.
Welcome, everybody, to No Sleep, the podcast. I'm AJ Simmons, 1/5 of your comedy crew this evening. And I'm going first, so I'm going to do a couple jokes.
Doing fractions first.
1/5.
Impressive.
Since I've been sober, I've really started to miss whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
I loved whiskey, drank a lot of it.
Oh.
So much so that I think whiskey bottles should come with a punch card, and after 10 punches, they should just deliver a futon to your house. And maybe a lawyer for the divorce.
It could be a punch card for who you punched when you were drinking whiskey.
How many walls of drywall have you destroyed? What else? Oh, yeah. I've dated a few coworkers, and I would highly recommend not doing that.
Yes.
Especially if it's at the family farm.
Oh.
Incest joke. All right. Last one. I'm pretty stupid with my money. Dare I say very stupid with my money. It's something that Antiques Roadshow and I have in common. We're both in collections.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of fucked up the wording on that, but I tried. You can cut to the effervescent Tolmagrain.
Oh, effervescent. I'm like fucking Alka-Seltzer over here. All right. I don't have any jokes. I got some things, some premises. I do have one, I guess. The other day, this was Saturday night. I was feeding the baby. She was having some delicious noodles with meat, baby style, soft noodles. And I was trying to give it to her, and she was refusing. I was trying to put the spoon in her mouth, and she's like, I figured out, I dumped the food on the tray, and then she was down to eat. And it turns out babies don't want to be fed. They want to hunt. Like dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Yeah. Okay. All right. Like the
Remember
T-Rex.
Jurassic Park, everybody?
Yeah, right? All right. I've been ODing on Metamucil lately. It's a true fact, and it is magnificent. And I just want to coin the term Metamucil snake on the podcast, because that's what I've been dropping, is Metamucil snakes.
30-footers.
Yes, sir. Intestine size, intestine shaped. Metamucil snakes. Okay. Shiloh loved that one. This is true. Sarah gave me an early birthday present. It was very exciting. A guy, I listen to a lot of his podcasts. Paul Scheer does the Unspooled podcast. He was on The League. He does How Did This Get Made? And I freaking listen to it. 2 of his podcasts all the time. It's like all I listen to. So she got me his autobiography, which is autographed by him. Very exciting. And he wrote, "Too tall."
Too tall.
And it's right there. It says tall on her thing. She's like, I spelled it right. So Paul Scheer gets my name wrong. I'll never get an ashtray from a gift shop ever. E.T. at Universal Studios called me Todd. There's no one ever gets my name right, ever.
Not E.T.
And now Paul Scheer has called me tall.
Yeah,
God
I think you are
damn
too
it.
tall, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Not even that tall. What's that? Timeout. This is maybe IP here. He can probably get in on this with me. Not a joke, just a public service announcement about off-brand American cheese singles. They're fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Kraft only.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Right
Not a
now.
joke.
Don't even bother.
I just want people out there to know. You buy some Hy-Vee brand American cheese singles, and they're fucking gross. Okay for maybe children's grilled cheese. And I don't think the kids will know the difference. But then I got one out, and I was like, this is, excuse me. That was the cheese coming back up. Disgusting.
Yeah, they're made out of like old flip-flops or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gross.
Oh, I got another name thing. So I don't get to. I've got a Chinese place around Beaverdale, Shangyan, my favorite spot. And I don't get to have it much anymore because of the kids and the family thing. Nobody else wants it. So they were gone. The older one was gone Saturday night. And I was like, well, we can kind of eat whatever we want. And I haven't called this place in a really long time. And I called up and this kid answered. And I was like, I would like a to-go order. And he goes, is this Toll? I was like, it's Toll. But yes. But he called me Pole. Anyway.
Yet
that was
again.
yet again.
First
Same
ET.
weekend. I'll stop there. I got some more shit to say, but
Oh, yeah.
you guys got anything? Any Joker ruse?
Never.
Here's another thing for Ian then. Do you think
I love that
sometimes
you're like, this guy knows what I'm talking about.
He does. Going through life, I'm in my 40s now. And I'm like, maybe we've done this the wrong way because my parents raised me to be kind, considerate, stuff like that. And I'm like, I look at the world, I was like, maybe I should be raising these kids, these children, to be fucking assholes so they can succeed at life.
Right.
Do you ever think about that?
Yeah. Got to be tough out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. The world will eat you alive.
Yeah. They're too sweet, and I'm too sweet. So I'm a big fucking loser. Because I'm such a nice guy.
That's what I've always said about Joel. Too sweet.
Yeah.
That's right.
This guy's
That's
too
right.
nice.
He's too nice for his own good.
Unless he sees a Hy-Vee brand craft single, then
Then I'm out fucking done.
he's punching drywall.
That's right. Not just Hy-Vee brand. If anyone has found another brand of American cheese singles that stacks up to craft, let us know, I guess. But you won't, I don't think.
Email us.
There's probably like a more expensive brand. Maybe that's better.
Like
I don't know.
Velveeta.
Velveeta singles, are they as good as craft singles?
I don't know. I buy like the just shredded cheese.
Yeah, because adults don't eat a lot of craft singles.
Right.
Back when I bought craft singles as a single man, the sole purpose was to wrap them up in a piece of turkey and eat that.
It's not bad.
It's pretty good.
It's like a charcuterie.
Right.
Charcuterie,
White
with
trash.
processed, processed turkey and processed
Yeah,
cheese.
a little Carl Budden. Or whatever.
Charcuterie.
It's strange that they're so bad, just not being the craft ones. Because
It's the consistency. I was like,
A little extra
Nasty.
plasticky.
yeah,
Kinda.
it's also like kind of like if you poke it or like squeeze it, it doesn't. I don't know. I can't really describe the difference, but it's nasty.
It's there. It's
That's
real.
all. Yeah,
oh, it's real.
it is real.
This guy
it's
knows
real,
what I'm
baby.
talking about. Ian Pope knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, I work with. I was talking about
Go
this
off.
before the bike, but there's been some turnaround at my JOB, and we've hired a lot of younger guys who now I think I work with 4 dudes, and I could be all of their dads without it being weird. Or if somebody's like, "Oh, this is your dad," they'd be like, "He's much better looking than you, but he's the right age." Okay, no one laughed at that. But anyway, so one of the new guys, he's not that new anymore, was talking to one of the newest guys. He goes, "Hey, how old do you think Toll is?" I think he goes, "I don't know, 48." And I was like, "You son of a fucking bitch." That's right. Knock. And I stuffed a bunch of fucking Hy-Vee singles in his mouth till he died.
That's right.
No, he didn't. He's a nice guy. They're all good guys. But
Fucking
except for
48
guessing
though.
that I'm 48.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
That's a death
what,
sentence.
what difference does it make? I'm fucking about to be 44, so.
Yeah, at least it's close.
Yuck.
Oh, I was like 50. What is it?
Yeah. I don't want to know what they would say if I showed up there. They'd be like, 49? Are you Toll's dad?
They call him Todd.
Yeah.
Here's my dad, Todd.
Well, I have something that might ease your blues, Toll.
Yeah?
We when we were in Yankton, we went to the
Oh.
thrift store. We shopped around a little. Everybody got some pretty nice stuff, but I got you a little something that I think is going to be make you right as rain.
Oh my God.
Bam.
That was at the thrift store?
Yeah.
I know. I can't believe someone got rid of it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Right.
This is,
Best farter.
this is fantastic. Was it father?
Yeah, it's supposed to say
Oh my God. Sarah,
show to the people.
get ready to live. Someone finally acknowledges it.
Yeah.
Greatest father, but then it says farter.
Yeah, because Everly's always like, Dad never says excuse me. I'm like, yes, I do. I say excuse me. Yeah, but you go, I have to tell you a secret. And they go, I'm like, that's right. So that's what you do. I go, shh, I heard something.
You ought to wear that
Amazing.
around the house with a pair of dingy, tidy whities.
I don't own any tidy whities.
Oh, well, that's got to change next time we go
it
to
does.
a Goodwill in Yankton.
Yeah.
Some Goodwill tidy whities. Straight from Yankton.
Yeah.
That's funny. When I'm wearing tidy whities, they're going right back to Yankton.
Yeah. That's why he doesn't have any. He burnt holes through all.
That's awesome. I love it.
I thought
I
you
can't
might
believe
like
one
it.
of you didn't.
They were
Found
eyeballing
and thought of
it.
you
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
I saw it and I went,
Lovely.
Toll.
check the size. Oh, that's got toll.
Yeah,
all
that
over it.
48-year-old piece of shit is going to love that.
Yeah.
I found this shirt at the Yankton Goodwill.
Yes.
Nice.
And I may be the first person ever on the No Sleep podcast with 6 unbuttoned buttons on their shirt.
Wow, what is going on here?
The button amount is
All
off
6
the
buttons
charts.
right there.
Why are they're so close together?
It makes no sense. And it's also made out of rug material.
Ooh.
So you know it's
That's kind of nice, though.
I mean, this is nice rug, and they're talking about your shirt.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about
That
it.
is it comfortable?
I mean, yeah. I mean, not uncomfortable.
That's nice.
So I barely, for a rug, it's pretty
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. It's pretty. I like it.
I've been on a major streak lately of finding stuff. I found this hat in the loft of a record shop downtown.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I did. I would just, I was sitting there and I turned around in this little swivel chair and it was sitting there on a mountain of stuff. And I found it and I put it on right away. And the guy who owned the mountain of stuff said, you
Yeah.
can have this hat.
Oh,
it's
nice.
a cowboy hat,
Yeah.
pretty clearly, I thought. And then I was all night long. I went on stage as like a cowboy. Sam was there.
That's like
And I
a
was doing this whole
pumpkin spice
cowboy
latte
character.
hat.
I was like, I'll steal your horse. And I was, it was a very fun. And I went to a costume party that night. I was a cowboy and
Yeah.
I had to act. I drove home wearing it. And I was looking at my silhouette walking like down the street. And I was like, I'm a cowboy. And I woke my whole family up the next morning and I was like, you guys stay right here. And I went back and I put the hat on and I came out and I was like, ma'am, and I was all excited. And then my wife just started laughing because she said, this is very clearly a wide brim women's festival hat.
A pumpkin patch hat.
Yes.
Yeah. So now I've got a 6-year-old that calls me ma'am. And I'm just wearing it now to prove her that we don't stand down to bullies.
Hell yeah.
So this is what's happening.
We don't
Nice.
negotiate with terrorists.
I'll wear this women's hat until the day I die.
Nice. Was that thrift shop? Was that the one in your stories?
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, actually, no, that was the Goodwill that I got that shirt at. We did go to our first thrift shop, and then their card machine was down.
Oh,
And there was a marked lack of cash between us, I think. So.
Yeah.
What?
We were cash poor.
I see.
Endless
Still-
treasures.
Because the Bart T-shirt that Ian had grabbed.
I
which
saw
was-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was
It was
That-
cool.
I was like, whoa.
I know.
Somebody better buy that.
I know.
Bitch.
It's still there as far as I know.
Yeah.
Man, that might be worth a trip to Yankton.
Yeah.
I go to Yankton every night.
We sufficiently wore out all the Yanktown jokes that any future comedians who visit the club in Yankton will be treading on worn material.
Yeah. I'm going to guess 20 minutes total Yankton related wordplay jokes.
Was Yankton like a suburb of somewhere else?
It was like a Boone-sized town, like 15,000 people.
Yeah, an hour down the road from Vermilion.
Ah,
That narrows it down.
sure does.
So, the 7th largest town in all of South Dakota.
Oh, wow. I did a show in South Dakota years ago. I can't remember what the name of the town, though. Pretty interesting. You're welcome.
So you've been to South
Oh, no. I did another one with Matt Jacobson in Sioux Falls also.
It's a little west of that, I think, right?
Yeah.
Something. As far as I can tell, it's nice country out there.
Yeah.
Good living.
Yeah.
You know,
We passed a sign for a town called Gayville, South.
Nice.
Yeah.
On the way to Yankton.
Right on the way to
Yep,
Yankton.
just down the road from Deadwood.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, you don't want Deadwood in Gayville. I'll make sure your shit's right.
That's right. That's,
you got
go
Deadwood,
through.
you might go to Gayville to get it fixed up. You never know.
Yeah.
It'll fix you right up there.
You thought you had Deadwood, but it turns out you just were supposed to be in Gayville. You know? You were living a lie.
This whole time you've been in Yankton.
Now we're just going to do 20 minutes.
It's all starting again. Reset.
What did you get anything at the thrift store?
Yeah, I got like a 90s looking shirt. I think it's like an Arizona brand shirt.
Oh,
It's just like
nice.
light blue, just very messy 90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did we introduce these guys?
I don't think we did. Because they didn't have jokes, and then it all fell
I think
apart
it was
from there.
these guys.
Yeah.
Told us going to keep talking.
I didn't know. I was just waiting for you to be done with your
Spinning out.
jokes. I was like, when am I going to get it? Maybe this will be the whole part.
Told when to fight or flight.
Yeah. I don't know. There's more.
no.
Wait, I got more from last week, too.
I loved it.
I'll tell you a
This is
joke.
Ian Pope.
Yeah, hello.
Talking right now.
Howdy.
Sam Hirchak. Both previous guests
Yep.
of the podcast.
Man.
You know him, you love him.
Yeah.
IP and shh.
IP and shh.
That's right. That's your morning DJ names.
Yeah.
That's the sound it makes when I pee. All right.
This one's a barn burner.
It's all happening.
It's all happening.
What went down in Yanktown?
Yeah. I mean, I will say that in relation to Yanktown, there might not be much better than just cruising to a gig with the boys.
Yeah.
You know, or just
Right.
some kind of crew.
Yeah, with boys you like, fun. With boys you don't like, you're like, oh, somebody fucking kill me, please. You know?
Well, this was the former. We had a great time.
Good.
And the vibe.
If one of you was like, it's the worst ride I ever
Yeah.
had.
I fucking hate it.
I just came here to tell you what a shitty time it was.
But there is a little trepidation, at least for me, sometimes if I've never rode with someone. I've never been driven by Ian Pope before.
Sure.
Or at least not a long distance. So I was, Josh Gladstone, bless his heart, almost killed Sam and I one time. Hit
Oh, yeah.
hit railroad tracks out in the country going about 95 miles an hour.
That boy's a driver.
Yeah. But I was like, I assume, father of, 4 kids. I think he's probably a responsible
Yeah,
driver.
yeah.
And it really got put to the test on the way back because there was quite a snowstorm.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you saw that in the video, but
Yeah,
yeah.
big, heavy flake.
I did. I didn't know it was quite one, though.
I mean, yeah, it was a little dicey for, I think, the first hour or so.
Now I got my fucking road trip shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, Toll's wearing this shirt, the horror movie music starts.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's wearing his world's greatest farter shirt. Now he has
For
to-
a couple minutes there,
has
we
to
didn't know
prove
if
it.
that shirt was going to make it back here with us. We thought they might be writing songs about us.
Yeah.
It was a little dicey out there.
3 open micers died on the road today.
Crap. What were you guys driving?
Luxurious Kia Telluride. Ooh, that
yeah.
Ian's got.
Yep.
The
took
Kia Telluride.
Took all the car seats out so the boys would feel like we were in a real car.
Nice.
Yeah. There was plenty of room, spacious.
Yep.
I was a little curious. I raised my eyebrow that morning when we went to leave for the snowstorm, and Sam had rode shotgun, no questions asked, all the way there. But in the snowstorm, he was like, "Hey, AJ, you can have shotgun this time."
Yeah.
And I was like,
It's not what you think it is. It's just the gentlemanly thing to do. Because on the way up, I was shotgun. So I'm like, hey, I'll
Yeah,
be nice.
yeah.
On the way back, you enjoy the front seat.
But also you got the
Nice
captain's
thing.
chair back there
Just
and you're tired.
Purely
you know?
coincidental
Yeah.
that there's a snowstorm.
and that a head-on collision may occur. Now, I would be honored if my body protected you, Sam. Oh,
Had a great experience at those like rest stops that you pull off, and it's just got those buildings with the maps and shit. Tells you
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
are. He's in there with his camera getting B-roll. Me and Ian are sitting in the car waiting for him. He comes walking out of the bathroom place with the camera, and a dude's walking in and just fucking stares. I'm like, what the hell are you doing in there with the camera?
Oh man, he double taked you so hard.
I wish I would have
That's
seen
amazing.
it. Yeah.
It was hilarious. We were
Checking my
laughing
shot.
out loud in there.
Yeah. He thought I was getting some toilet footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys spend the night? I assume you did.
Yeah.
We did. We went there without a room because that's
Oh.
how you do it. You just
Yeah.
wing it, you know? And then we asked the owner of the establishment where he might recommend we stay. And lo and behold, he said the perfect thing. He said, you can stay upstairs, and the room was right up this elevator.
Hell yeah.
So we were able to walk out of our rooms, press this beautiful old elevator button, like the original style elevator. It just has like one like knob, and then these metal doors open, and we were able to ride it all the way to the basement where the show was.
Hell yeah.
So
walked
it
out
was
like
like
stars.
the perfect setup.
That's crazy that you didn't, that those were just there. You didn't even know.
Right. He runs like
Yeah.
a B&B upstairs. He's got like
Nice.
4 or 5 rooms up there.
There was no locks on the doors, keep in mind.
Oh, okay.
Well, there was like the push button interior locks
Yeah.
and like a chain. So,
yeah.
and also the place was very haunted. I will say that I had a king room. AJ had a pair of twin beds. Sam, I think, had a king bed in there. And I went to my bed at the end of the night. After we got back, it was like midnight. And in my room, it was just pitch, just like totally silent in there.
Yeah.
And the headboard was this like ornate, almost like ceremonial, stretched to this big high ceiling, like oak headboard.
Kind of gothic looking.
Yeah. And it sufficiently freaked me out. I went and knocked on AJ's door and asked him if I could sleep in there with him.
He shuffled in his PJs and was like,
I'm dragging my blankie.
Yeah.
And
and I had 2 beds, but for some reason he got in mine.
I wasn't going to tell that part. I slept,
Now we're really going to Yankton.
slept in my own twin bed like a man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I had to just brave it out in my own room.
Did you have one of those headboards?
No, mine was just modern headboard, but it was still sketchy. There was a handprint on the inside of the window, and we're 3 stories up. And I was laying in bed, and I noticed it. And so I walked over, thought it was like foggy, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's on the other side of the window.
Oh God.
And then there's just a lot of creaks and
Yeah.
groans. So I just slept with the TV on. That was it.
I think we've all stayed at Tremont.
Yep.
Renwick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a little bit of that haunted vibe
Nice.
to it.
It does. I pulled the greatest prank ever on Wade his first time at Renwick. While he was on stage, I went over to Dane and asked for Wade's room key. And I went up to his room and just moved all of his shit around. And then locked his door and gave Dane the extra key back. When the show's over, Wade goes back up and he comes running back down. He's like, I'm not staying here. I'm not staying here, dude.
I'm not.
That's pretty great. How long did you go with it?
Oh, when he started really freaking out, I
You're
was
like,
just
all
like,
right.
dude,
Yeah.
it was me. I
Yeah.
was just moving your shit.
Yeah. He's calling off the engagement to his wife. He's like, I can't do it. Ruins his whole life. Yeah, I think I got possessed at Renwick one night because I wound up, I think, drinking like 15 beers and then buying like $40 worth of food truck food. Some kind of evil spirit.
Must be the
Yeah. Yeah, something happened.
Kept yelling at people on the streets.
Yeah. We had a rented Jeep Wrangler for the night that we took up.
Oh, sweet.
That was a fun one. We went to some
was
kind
very
of
fun.
arcade bar that they have over there. Not at Renwick, but in Davenport.
That's right.
Yeah. What a night.
And you get down there in the river town, same thing as Yankton, a river town. You never know. It always feels a little bit, extra grimy in a river
Oh, I
town.
love a
yeah.
river town.
It is nice.
Yeah.
A little industrial.
Yeah.
Davenport has a lot of that.
We went to a bar for lunch called Checkers, but it was spelled as though it was the Czech Republic. Checkers.
Oh, okay.
With the
All
Z.
right. Yeah.
And there's a news story that broke in Yankton just this past week that in that very Checkers bar, they had found like 142 fireball shooters flushed into the pipes.
Oh, shit.
So the story
Damn.
was that there was an employee, obviously, that was just slamming these shooters and flushing them.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing to flush, too.
Oh.
Like, you just know that's not breaking down.
Yeah. Why
Yeah.
Why does the garbage can not suffice?
Right.
Who's looking
you
for the
gotta hide
garbage
'em.
can?
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess, but put it under some trash.
Yeah. Kinda
I
stick
mean,
'em
every
down.
bartender drinks at work, right? That's kind of
That's the thing. That's why
yeah.
you get the job.
But why would they have single shooters?
So he must have been-
also.
Maybe
just
his
assuming
kitchen.
it's a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, bringing
He's
his
just
own.
Bringing his own in.
Yeah.
So he's not ripping off the business.
Yeah, he wasn't stealing.
he's
We should give this guy
yeah.
some credit, honestly.
It's costing him thousands in plumbing.
And I think the story that the bartenders told us was that it had happened and then it stopped for a while because he must have gotten fired or something. And then he started going there as a patron and it started again.
What the fuck? So he's just saving money is what he's doing as a patron.
They were able to sort of triangulate who it was based on the timing of when this guy was there, I guess. But breaking news in Yankton.
As a plumber, that must have been wild. I thought it was just going to be a crazy Toll McGrain Metamucil dump. Clogged up the pipes, but 150 fireball shooters.
Yeah.
If it was Des Moines, I would have said maybe it was Sam Hirchak.
I was about to say, I wonder if I have family in South Dakota.
Sam loves one of those.
I mean, aren't you Czech?
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, there you go. Checkers.
Long
150 fireball shooters.
Yeah, you do the math. It was an interesting place too because it was right next to a church, but it seemed like 200 square feet, just this tiny little square building. And so I was excited to see just what this little the hole in the wall burger joint even looked like, if there would even be seating. But instead, that's just kind of the walk-in vestibule, and then it went
the
down.
Facade. Oh,
yeah,
cool.
It was like an underground layer.
Nice.
It's almost like
pretty
long and narrow, kind of, and checkerboards on the tables.
Cool. That was like dingy, like brick walls and shit.
I'm guessing it was the old hall for the church because the church had been turned into apartments.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm guessing that's just where they held bingo and shit.
This town sounds kind of cool.
It was actually really nice.
They had some beautiful, super old school neon signs, which I'm always a fan of. Like one where it was like some kind of pharmacy and it had like a little pill moving around, but it's all that old, hand blown tube.
Yeah.
It's not like LED or anything. It's pretty cool.
And that venue looked really cool as well.
They nailed it. They really nailed it. It was underground, which always feels cool.
Is it always a comedy club? Or
It is now. This was the first show there, the grand opening of the new location, and it will be a
So they
full-time
brought the
comedy
heavies
club.
in.
Yeah, they did. They really wanted to set it off with the bang. So they reached out to the best,
That's awesome.
and we did it.
Good hospitality. Yeah, it was a beautiful room. As someone who has actually had to try to set up a room for comedy, and I've been in some of them that are not set up at all for comedy, but you're doing a show anyway or whatever. I was stunned at how well they did it, like just the seating and everything, the way they laid it out. Yeah. Really, the only issue we had was the wireless mic, the bane of all stand-up comedians.
Right as we walked in, they were giving the tour, and they showed me the wireless mic, and I said, that's going to fail us tonight. And they said, oh, no, it's brand new, and there's 4-hour battery life. And I said, if this doesn't fail us, it will be the first time ever that a wireless mic has not failed us. And they were just so sure of themselves. And I was standing right next to the owner, right as Sam is one sentence from his closer, final punchline. Mic goes out. I'm standing next to the owner, and luckily I had sort of scoped out. They had a pretty good sense of humor about the whole thing. So I said, I fucking told you. I told you.
Yeah.
And they laughed, and Sam smoothly rolled right through it. AJ came into the rescue with the battery swap, and the whole thing was not an issue in the end. But
nice.
Yeah. I went, medic.
So it was just the battery died.
Yeah.
Seemed that way. They were like the batteries that come with the remote, They're never as good as the Duracell or Energizer. They shit out. I remember after Ian snuck into my room that night, we were talking, just kind of recapping and stuff you do like during a sleepover.
Yeah.
Stay talking late. Painting each other's toenails and stuff. But I was talking about that moment of when I was running around trying to get batteries for Sam's mic. You realize just how crazy stand-up comedy is. Like the moment the mic went out, the party was over.
Right.
just a bunch of people in a room.
Yeah, staring at a guy and not being able to hear him.
Yeah.
It looked fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But Sam did a great job and he got right back into it. But
how was the crowd? Did you guys do a good job?
Yeah.
I feel like we put on a good show. They're excited for more comedy.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's the only goal is to, not kill the comedy club on night one.
Right. Did it smaller town comedy show first night?
Ever.
Did anybody show you their boobs?
No. But this town has a strip club on the square.
What?
Main
Downtown,
square.
old original downtown.
Oh, that's some South Dakota shit right
And
there.
what's it called, Sam?
Cockatoos.
Cockatoos.
'Cause we originally were like, that's a gay bar for sure.
Yeah, because they had a big sign that said "Guys Night Out," and it was called
Okay.
Cockatoo. There was a lot of like gay subtext.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and all the locals were sort of like almost giggly about it. They were like, "You got to go in."
Yeah, are you going to go to Cockatoos, lady?
in there?
It started as like a question to us, and then as the night went on and they all kept drinking and stuff, they were like, "You got to go to Cockatoos."
They were like, "Get out of here!"
yeah, you got to get there, man.
So we walked all the way down there. They gave us like 3 places to go to on the walk down, and we walked all the way down to the front door at Cockatoo, and it was all like, "Who's going to go in?"
Yeah.
and nobody would go in.
Yeah, it was like the haunted house on the
Did
block,
it-
like running up to touch the door and then running away.
Cockatoos. That's kind of a, that name, I would assume that as well.
Yeah, big
It's
sign.
guys' night out.
Got it.
Yeah.
But then
Pretty
right
heavily.
under,
Yeah.
right under that sign was "Welcome Hunters," and we were like, well, "All right, this is confusing."
yeah.
Maybe South Dakota's more progressive than we thought.
Got a big gay hunting community here.
It's all guys in camo with hard-ons. Oh yeah. Well, because the people that owned the venue that the comedy club in the basement was, seems like they were in charge of a ton of stuff on that block. Like they're just, the kingpins of
wow.
downtown Yankton, basically. They had a great bar that we stopped in and chilled for a bit.
When I was in high school, a friend of mine had graduated the year before, and we would go to this place. Maybe I shouldn't say the name of the town. I won't. But a small town in Iowa where the dude owned the whole, like a strip of buildings in the center of the town, where he invited high schoolers to come and buy and use drugs and play. And he had stand-up video games in his basement.
Damn.
And it was crazy. And like the front, it was like basically just a facade for doing that. Like
Yeah.
a big old antique shop upstairs that was never open. Kind of insane.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
I was like, you can afford this? Because the guy, he was like a cook at a small restaurant otherwise.
So
That's
it was
what-
the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Turns out.
See, this sounds wrong, and it probably is, but this is just a guy who probably just started doing this when he was 14 and he found something he was good at and he just kept doing it.
I mean, you would be like, oh, looking back on it, you're like, oh, I don't know if he liked the boys or the girls, but he was into something there. It seemed like I didn't go very often. I only went twice. So.
I
I had to see it.
Yeah.
And then I would go other times. Be like,
went
I'm staying
twice.
in the car this time. Yeah. And yeah.
Well, I should even ask. I was going to say, like, how as a grown person is he befriending children?
Well, working where he worked was part of it.
Oh,
And then the rest, I really don't. I think just word of mouth, I guess.
Word of mouth.
Yeah. Got
back then
around.
it did kind of work that way. Though
Yeah.
you just hear about some guy who sold drugs or
Yeah.
had a house you party at.
Tell your friends, just don't tell the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, be cool.
And I think it ended up not working out for him in the end. yeah. But it lasted quite a while, as far as I know. So,
They always come home to roost eventually.
yeah.
Crazy.
Oh,
Well,
Yankton
none of that
had-
funny stuff was happening in Yankton. We can tell you that.
What were you guys partying? Did you?
We had a couple sodas,
Yeah.
and nothing crazy.
Yeah.
And, everything just, what do you think, AJ?
I mean, I'll talk about whatever.
We had the after show joint.
Right?
Yeah, okay,
Okay,
there we go.
yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't want to incriminate these fellas.
Right. I know. I always try to be vague myself because
No,
I don't ever do drugs anymore.
Sure.
Right? Yes.
Well, I
correct.
will say that there was a perfect little annex at almost the right time. It was one of those weekends or one of those nights that sort of like even things that went wrong didn't really go wrong, like the microphone thing, and like things just seemed to happen at the right moments.
Yeah.
Like it was all just lining up in place. We were looking for a little shelter for this joint, and lo and behold, there was just this individual staircase that went down right underground. It was a little windy and cold.
Yeah.
So we were able just at just the right moment find the perfect little shelter, subterranean, and it was things were really just all clicking for us. out
That's
there.
great. And you found that shirt at the Goodwill.
Yeah, it just felt like thing after thing with that. Even the snowstorm, while I guess dangerous, was like kind of beautiful and poetic in its own
sounds awesome.
little way.
Yeah. And I'm sure the Kia
Telluride
did great.
Yeah, there's a little knob for snow that I always forget about. So, we were in comfort mode, but
You turn it on and she goes, lick a boom boom down.
there's a little bit of Western history out there, as in a lot of these towns, Wild Bill Hickok got shot by a guy named Jack McCall up in Deadwood.
Oh,
and they
cool.
brought him down there for the trial.
Oh.
And so there was a site where they had hanged this man. He was hung.
Oh, shit.
And so I looked it up. I wanted to go see it. I'm a little bit of a buff for the Western culture and history. Right. And so
hence the hat.
Yeah. Well, say no more. I am a cowboy.
Let the hat do the talking.
It's in my blood, Tom. And so I looked it up on Google, and Google said the location of the hanging was right across the street from the Walmart. So we drove down there and found it. And there was, much to my chagrin and surprise, there was no marker at all. But there was a bowling alley across the street. So we went into the bowling alley where we found a couple of the most brain dead young men that have ever lived.
Oh, nice.
Just no customers in the bowling alley, just two guys with each a brain cell apiece.
This was on a Saturday night?
Afternoon.
Oh,
Friday
okay. This is
Friday
before the
afternoon.
show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Friday
afternoon.
Gotcha.
And so he said, hey, do you guys know anything about the hanging that happened in your parking lot? The famous historical hanging. And they had not a clue about it.
Yeah, that's
And then Ian tried to get a little water off these fellows for his pre-workout.
And ice water.
Yeah.
I drink a nice little energy drink every afternoon as is part of my routine, a nice little powder. And he could not give me an ice water because there was no outside food or drink allowed. And I said, well, is this food or is it drink?
Yeah.
He couldn't answer that question. But he goes, I can't give you an ice water because I know you're going to put it in that cup.
What?
That's what he said. And so I just stood at him. I said, well, I got to go take a shit. So I'm going to be right back.
Yeah.
And we'll figure this out.
We'll figure this out when I get back. And he didn't budge.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
There was nobody that I could tell was in charge of this place. There was no boss. Both of these guys.
There was no one there, by the way. It was literally just these two guys working.
And so I was like, I'll get a bowling lane. I was like, me and the guys will toss some balls, we'll pay for bowling. And then I'd like a water. And he wouldn't do it.
He stood on business.
He wouldn't do it.
That's fucking insane.
It was
That's
insane.
great.
Yeah. And it was the guys that you're talking to them and they're so dumb that they think that we're morons.
Right.
And we are.
Yeah.
But
We are.
Yeah.
But compared to these guys, we're rocket scientists.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that I don't know if I've ever seen Ian actually like perturbed. He's kind of my Zen coach most days. He's the man I'm like, what would Ian do? You know? But I just went to the bathroom and I walked out and I could tell it was heated. And I hear him say that, well, I'm going to go take a shit. And when I get back, we're going to deal with this. And I was like, well,
You should have went and bought a hot dog or something and come back in.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And the hat gave Ian a certain confidence where he was like, I'm not backing down, partner.
Be a second man hanged in this parking lot if you're not careful.
They're probably like,
We also met a lady that night who said that she was the owner of a bar down the street. She later doubled back to say that she worked for the owner of the bar. So she corrected her story, but she also said that she had the noose in that bar that Jack McCall was hanged in. And I said, well, that's funny because I read that the noose was still around Jack McCall's neck in his grave in the ground.
Yeah.
And she said, well, yeah, we just have a rope.
wow.
So they just have a noose in their bar.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. If it's not that, then that is fucking terrifying.
Yes.
Right.
Ooh.
And they were trying to get the big city slickers over to that bar.
Yeah.
Who knows what they would have done with us.
Trying to lure us down there for some karaoke.
Yeah. Hog tie us and make us do karaoke.
This is kind of completely random, and I've said it on a previous podcast, but if you like that history stuff, maybe it was the podcast you were on, but I don't think so. You know the Little Caesars on 42nd and University?
Oh, do I?
Oh,
ever?
yeah.
At one time, it was a people's music.
Right.
You know, it was back in the day, long, long ago.
Amelia Earhart.
That's right.
Yes.
God damn.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's one of my favorite pieces of Des Moines trivia.
But it's like no one gives a shit.
I know.
Like, but she like grew up here, I guess.
I've spent some time trying to write an Amelia Earhart Little Caesars pizza mashup joke.
Yeah. You should
no
just
avail.
go to that Little Caesars and ask them about Amelia Earhart and see how that goes.
They'd say, what?
Yeah.
What?
We can't give you a water.
No ice water. Yeah. That was the closest that we had to something truly going wrong, because I almost killed that man in the bowling alley.
Yeah.
But,
Wow, I can't even picture it, really.
yeah.
Yeah. Ian almost punched the wispy mustache off his face.
Right, yeah.
How old do you think they were?
20 and under for sure, but I would
wow.
guess like 17 probably.
Old
They're
enough to
really
know better.
Following
Yeah.
them rules.
Yeah.
And that was the most annoying part. I'm like, isn't your generation supposed to be like, fuck the government and whatever, you know?
They must have been like, to some degree, were they fucking with you on purpose? Like,
I don't
not
think they
allowing
were
you to-
smart enough to do that. Like, based off of their, like, just how their eyes looked, like,
Yeah.
they were just like, the boss said no water, so
Oh,
there's
man.
no water.
They got off on the power.
They did. Yeah.
We're not
That
giving
was
this
crazy,
guy
dude.
with his hat, not giving him no ice water.
And to grow up to be cops.
Yeah.
Police of
Water
Yankton.
cops.
Water cops.
That's probably happening. That's going to happen.
True.
I feel like at all my jobs, like I cared about the rules, I guess, in that I didn't want to get fired. But in that situation, like I would just give pizzas to people, like friends of
Yeah,
mine that would come in. I would just
can't-
fire off like a free pizza.
Right.
Also, if you're, it's not, yeah.
It's not
You're-
a tangible product. It's
No,
ice.
you're asking to put powder into water. Right? Is it powder or is it liquid?
It was powder. I had powder.
Yeah.
I needed water to shake it up.
Yeah.
You know? And because he said, I know you're going to put it in there. And I said, well, what if I promise not to? Because I just thought we like both had to agree we were breaking the rules, but we had to say the right things.
Was it going
Right.
to be in a glass or
Plastic.
a plastic cup? It
Yeah.
was going to be
Like
in
a
a plastic
blender
cup.
bottle.
Yeah. And I hadn't even held it up. Like it was just by my side. Like I was just asking for an ice water and he was like, I know what's down there. It was
Wow.
the weirdest exchange with a
fucking
human
saw
I've
what
had in
you
a
have
long
down
time.
there. You think you can just bring a water bottle in here?
Is it food or
You think you're going to use Mio in my restaurant?
At my bowling alley / laser tag arcade.
I about told him it was medical.
Yeah.
You should have.
My blood sugar is
Started
low.
faking a
Right.
seizure. Yeah. Wow.
It's crazy that he declined after you said you would buy a lane and let us, you know.
Yeah, because I was thought maybe he had a leg to stand on if there was no business to be had.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, maybe that's a fair argument. But you're a
Right.
businessman. You're like, look,
Let's do business.
What if I ordered a
talk
water?
turkey.
Let's talk turkey, baby. I'm throw turkey. Talk turkey.
Yeah, we were having such a good day. One of us could have bowled a 300. Who knows?
Right. It was all going our way.
He prevented
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
even
Also-
without the
That
bumpers.
the day was going great. Not that guy.
The gas stations are also casinos,
Oh, nice.
and so are the bowling alleys, but separate entrance through the same foyer. So I guess everybody was in there gambling because there were cars in the parking lot.
Nice. Legal weed in South Dakota?
Medical.
Medical. So halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we came in, we are like, oh, damn. I didn't even have to roll these joints because it was like weed store, you know, Weedaholics are
Yeah.
us, you know, all these
Yeah.
places. And then so we looked, and then yeah, I guess it was medical only.
I remember years ago, well, not that, probably 4 years ago, I hadn't been to Omaha for a while and driving through Omaha and being like, what the fuck? It's like, did they legalize marijuana in Omaha? Because you get to the like edge of town where all the strip malls are. It's like the big green leaf at strip mall after strip mall after strip mall after. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, it's
and it
all
was just the
CBD
CBD. I will say it did. The woman I was with, who I'm still with,
Your partner.
did lose her goddamn mind on some legal CBD. We'll just say that. It was pretty fun. We had a good time, but it was not actual marijuana.
So, but what is the difference?
I couldn't Well, how would I know?
Yeah. I'll step in here.
Thank you,
It's
Dr. Simmons.
I know at least with the other like Delta variants and stuff, and what the loophole is that it's hemp derived versus marijuana plant derived, which there's some difference there.
Yeah.
And so it's basically they have to get a shitload of hemp because hemp only has like 0.1% THC, but there's no volume, regulation on that. So they could technically, get 10 tons of hemp, reduce it down or squish it down, whatever they do, to get that little bit of THC. And that THC is technically legal because it's not being derived from marijuana.
Wow.
And I think it's
crazy.
also why it makes you go fucking crazy because it's
Yeah, it isn't. Yeah.
that little bit of THC is there for a reason that you're not supposed to have.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Because it was like Delta 9s, or I can't remember which one.
It's like back in the day, you think about smoking ditch weed. Did we all do it? Did you do it? Did you do
of
it?
course.
Just like random.
Where you were like, oh shit, I found a plant of weed. And then you and your buddies roll up a giant joint of it. And then you're like, it worked. And then 10 minutes later, you're like, my head. My head hurts.
Pesticides.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You get down to the bottom of a bag, and then you got to, you got up against a hard rock in a hard place, and you got to, experiment with a stem. See what we're gonna do with this stem here.
Just try to smoke the stem.
Right.
Balls of resin. I wouldn't know anything about those.
That's
Yeah.
what I think about like more so than the thousands of cigarettes I've smoked. I think about like the resin hits I've taken where it's like, it wasn't even my pipe and it was old as, what all's been in
The
here?
saddest Christmas break of my life. Everyone went home to their families for Christmas, and I was in the dorms of Galesburg, Illinois, in my apartment out there. Galesburg is so all my friends have left.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just me and just like resin hits off pipes for like weeks. I mean, it was just the saddest I've ever been.
Yeah.
The darkest place.
The lowest
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Yeah, because it really makes you feel like a fucking crackhead or something.
Yeah.
Or it's like, maybe just don't smoke the weed. I don't know.
Yeah.
One of my favorite nights of college of the year I was at Iowa State was the first night of Christmas break, and everyone left, and my roommate and I stayed at our dorm for that night for some reason, and they had a fire sale at the keg shop, which I don't know if it still exists or not, the keg shop, but you could buy a 12-pack of 40s.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fucking sweet. So it was like a crate of 40s, and we watched Raging Bull, which I've seen again. I was like, did we even watch it? I don't know. I have no idea.
When we started the movie.
Yeah, and there was a big ass snowstorm, and we each drank. I think we drank like all of it. Like it was insane, and we had a great night. But random story. But yeah,
Did you smoke some resin that night?
I don't know. We wouldn't have at that time.
Sounds like a kind of night, though.
But yeah, it was pretty sweet snowstorm on I think that's why we stayed actually, because it had this snowstorm, but nobody else stayed. So I don't know. But anyway, a 12-pack of 40s is pretty sweet.
We did Edward 40 hands one time where you famously, of course, tape your hands to the 40s, and the person who was doing the taping taped us all up and then left. And so we're all there with these on our hands. And somebody does this, that thing.
Oh, yeah.
But the bottle broke, and my buddy's hand starts bleeding out underneath the tape, and we're all fully taped up. And there's just blood pouring out of his hand.
Oh, my God.
Trying to work on it with the
Holy
They
shit.
start breaking and cutting them.
And then everyone's bleeding.
It's a goddamn mess.
Everyone just had to hurry up and drank as fast as they could to save their friend.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
He lived.
Good.
Good.
I'm glad.
Very good.
It would be, I feel like the story would start differently if he did not. This is a hilarious story. But
Yeah, the one time I did Edward 40 hands, no one else did. I thought it was one of those drunk enthusiastic things. Like, we're all going to do it. And I just wasn't reading the room that they were just not into it. And I got taped up that no one else went with me. And I think I got like 1.5 down and just like fell asleep in a camping chair.
Doing Edward 40 hands by yourself in a group of people who are not is
so
hilarious.
embarrassing.
he was at home alone. Cutting the tape with your teeth.
Come on.
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first hand's always easy, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So you could just drink the 40s, AJ.
Yeah. And you can't even do like the loner at a party thing of like using the phone. Like you're totally just captive to whatever moment you're in. You can't like get the phone and look at it because you got fucking a 40
Yep.
taped to your hand. And you can't piss. Like I had to have people like help me pull my pants down and piss and stuff.
That could be a move, actually.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ladies would love it.
Yeah.
Like, can you help me? I have piss.
And you already
Almost
started
had
pissing
this.
as they're helping you. It's all over. I'm sorry. You want to do some resin hits in my bedroom? My bedroom displays with 5 other roommates.
And you're wearing your world's greatest farter t-shirt.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
What's the room that you've slept in that's had the most twin mattresses on the floor at once?
I mean, the place I lived at with my buddy Aaron, we had to do it like Russian nesting doll style, where his landlord didn't know I was on the lease. So every night I would pull a mattress out from underneath his mattress and lay it on the floor, and then every morning I'd have to put it back under. So
Yeah. That's great.
so I guess 2.
Yeah,
The most. Yeah, 2.
2 is pretty much the
Yeah.
the most you can do without being a real weirdo.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, we did 2 on the floor. There were some guys living downstairs in that same duplex. We had like 9 or 10 guys living in a duplex one time.
Yeah.
You know? Pretty sad stuff.
I think it was Sarah and I in Louisiana put the mattresses on
the
the floor.
bunk beds.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
That was good times. Though. We were living large then.
Yeah.
Not 8 people in a duplex large, but
Rent is so cheap at that point. You know,
Yeah.
everybody feels like they kind of got a little jingle in their pockets. And
Right.
spend it all on expired booze immediately. That was the
Yeah.
great thing about the keg shop, is that you would buy the expired beer in the
Yeah.
back on the fire sale. Yeah. You buy like
just a little
a
skunky is all.
an expired 12-pack of Natty Ice and just call it a night, you know?
It's just a little extra foam. Nothing wrong with it.
No.
Yeah, it's fine. I remember we fucking walked we drank it, but we stole a warm ass keg from somebody's backyard and carried it a very long ways and then brought it up to our dorm floor, had a party with it, and it was skunky AF. Disgusting, but
And all shook up.
we did.
Yeah.
We still drank it.
Oh, yeah.
All comes out in the wash, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I remember one of the very first times I ever drank was like Thanksgiving break. Me and all my friends were 15, and my parents, the house we lived at the time had a finished basement downstairs, and that's where I lived. But there was also a kitchen, and that's where they had their bar. It had like a bar top and all that. It was pretty cool. And so my parents had like, the liquor bottles, beers, and so the plan was for all of us to like steal a little bit of booze from our parents, but then 10 guys, if you do a little bit of that, we probably got enough to get us all fucked up.
Yeah.
I was basically the only person that brought anything, and I didn't know a lot about how booze worked.
Yeah.
And so it was like a bottle like this, probably a little smaller, like the regular size. But I just did like Kahlua, vodka, like all into one bottle.
Yeah.
Rum, like every time I was just getting, because I didn't want to take too much out of one.
Right,
So,
right.
Yeah.
So you got to nip off a couple. But so then we had just this soup of like every liquor and like, probably grenadine in it because I thought
Hell
that was liquor.
dude.
Yeah. And we drank that, and we broke a painting over one of our friends' heads. And then we also like ripped the door off the hinges that night.
God damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
We all got grounded pretty bad after that.
That is crazy.
Everybody to your rooms.
Yeah.
But that was back when you only needed like 2 beers a piece.
Absolutely.
And you were like, whoa,
Amazing.
crazy.
Yeah. That's fun. I remember the first time I drank, I was drinking wine coolers, and we watched Suzanne Summers' The Thigh Master infomercial in my buddy's attic bedroom.
Wow.
And
I
the
do
second
not
time
remember
I
the
drank-
first time I drank.
Second time I pissed all over his little brother's room,
Hell yeah.
That's right.
everywhere, all over the Beanie Babies.
Hell yeah.
And I ran away in the morning, and I didn't talk to him for like 3 weeks.
Did you ever get questioned about the Beanie Babies and the?
Yeah, it was a whole thing. Yeah.
Well, that was back
That's why I
when
didn't talk to
Beanie
him.
Babies were at peak value.
Yes, it was important, and there was the whole corner of the room was a big pile of Beanie Babies.
That was somebody's 401k. You
and
pissed
I
on.
woke up, and I was like, I am very wet. Why am I so sweaty? And I looked at, and the floor was wet, and I was like, the corner of the room was wet. Also, I was like, oh,
Guess I was really sweaty.
yeah. Yep,
Giant drunk.
that was Black Velvet and Dr. Pepper.
Ooh. I used to be a Black Velvet guy.
Yeah,
Good cheap bottle of whiskey.
yep.
But he was upset still 3 weeks later.
It was more, I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to. I sped out of his house because I'd driven over there, and I don't think he was as upset as I was embarrassed of the whole thing. You know,
Run from the shame.
yeah, because it was like there's no way you could not acknowledge the giant pile of wet Beanie Babies.
Hard to ignore.
And the wet bed of like, how old would he have been at the time? Probably 12.
Yeah.
If we were 16, maybe not even. Maybe he was like 13 at the time, but he wasn't there that night. Yeah.
That was the move back then, though. If you had a problem, you're like, "That's fine. I'll just never speak to this person
Yeah.
ever again."
Yeah.
That is the move still.
Yeah. That's how you solve problems.
Yeah.
You ignore them and run away.
Yes. Cut all association.
Yeah.
No ties.
Yeah.
Yeah. I one time I tried to do that kind of where this was like when I was real into the keto diet, which is like low carb shit, you know? Mm-hmm. And when you're not eating any carbs, at least in my experience, you get about twice as fucked up
Oh,
off
yeah.
like booze and stuff. And because I was watching the carbs, I was like, well, I can't have beer, so I better have liquor.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this was, I was really thinking. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I'll come have a couple drinks. It was like kind of a reunion of old friends. This was when I was working like the home health aid job. So I had like a pair of scrubs and stuff in my car. And via like Flippy Cup or Boom Cup, any of those type of games, I mean, I got fucked up. And at some point, but it was still early enough in the night that no one else was like passing out, but they had a few tents, and I just like snuck off into one of these tents, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna sleep this off for like an hour. And like West Coast Ed's theory,
Yeah,
you take a
we get
nap, you're sober.
Yeah, right.
Instead, I got into the tent and was like spinning so hard, I just on my side went like puked. I mean, an entire stomach's worth of vodka and, you know, almonds and various low carb meals. And
How old were you?
30. No, I'm just kidding. No, I was 24, probably, I want to say. Pre Des Moines. Threw up all over in the tent. And after I threw up, I felt great. So I was just like, all right, well. And I got up out of the tent. Don't know whose tent it was, anything else like that. But at that point, I was like feeling a little bit better, so I drank some more, and then I wound up passing out in the back of my car that I had, the Pontiac Vibe. I think I've mentioned this in an earlier podcast. And when I first woke up and like the birds were chirping and everything, I was like, okay, good. You know, I'll be the first out of here. They won't know it was me.
Yeah.
I puked all over the tent. Instead, I woke up like 3 hours late for work. Everyone had already left. So, and I had like no tint on the window, so everyone could just see me like drunkenly passed out in the back of this car. Probably very easy to connect the dots on who threw up in the tent.
Yeah.
And I did reach out to that guy later whose tent it was. And I was like, let me know what it cost. And I'll take care of that.
I'll never pay you a dime.
Yeah.
I'll know forever how much I owe you.
So that was kind of my pissing on the Beanie Babies story, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I passed out behind like the water station at Laserfest 2008. I scrounged up a bunch of empty water bottles and used it as a pillow.
Are you serious?
There you go.
And then a sheriff or a trooper woke me up and he's like, "Hey, I watched you for an hour. It's time to get up, dude."
That's very nice.
It was
That
super
is,
nice. of him.
yeah.
He was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's like, "Are you too drunk or is it just hot out?" And I was like, "Just hot out."
Yeah.
All right, we'll
That's
move
why I had
on.
all the water bottles. I was
Drank all these waters.
It's so hot. It's so hot I can't even walk, and I'm just like trying to find my friends.
Heat stroke.
yeah.
Who was at that Laser Fest?
Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, luckily I
didn't go.
woke up in time to watch their whole set.
Hell yeah. That's one I really wanted to go to, but it was on the same day as an 8035 that I had tickets to, I think. They used to always do that shit.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
double book. STP would have been sick.
Yes, for sure. I regretted never seeing them.
They were great.
Was there like a great opening band? And you got
Laser
fucked?
Fest, they had two stages. You know, if you've never
Okay.
been to one, they had the main stage with all the national acts, and then they used to have
Yeah.
a local stage for the local bands. And so I saw my buddies in Marcado play that show, and there was a couple other bands I never heard of.
You just got a good buzz going.
We pre-gamed. I was living in Indianola at the time, so we pre-gamed before we went there with some Jaeger. And
Yes.
by the time that noon sun hit you,
Oh, man.
Belly
Yeah.
full of Jaeger.
Yeah. Morning Jaeger. Breakfast Jaeger.
It's so hot.
Yeah.
Jaeger was a bad.
Yeah. You know it would be too. Jaeger is not a hot day kind of liquor. Yeah. I think I talked about this before, but whatever. I feel like drinking at music festivals or any kind of partying, I think just the sheer amount of people too makes like how fucked up you feel like amplified to
Yeah.
at least some kind of degree. Because I remember, I saw AWOL Nation play that one song. Sail. And that day I had smoked like 45 cigarettes, I think, because it was outside. And we were
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. And I think I gave myself nicotine poisoning. And then that song came on, and I was like, somebody kill me, please.
I remember when that Sail song came out, right about that time, I was in Chicago. I'd ridden the megabus to and from Chicago, and I had just watched like the U.S. women's national team like win some game while taking a bunch of like Rumpelman shots. And I was late for the megabus, but the megabus had got hung up on a curb, so they had to stop. And so I ran on the megabus, but they'd already given my seat away. So I rode from Chicago to Des Moines, absolutely wasted on the floor of the top deck of the megabus.
Oh, holy shit.
And I was pumped about this Sail song. So I was hammered, listening. I gave a guy one of my headphones, and I had a headphone in, and we were like, Sail. And I was like,
Oh, man.
I saw them at Val Air. They were dope.
Not that I
AWOL Nation?
Yeah, I loved them before then, though. There used to be a band called Under the Influence of Giants, and then they switched to AWOL Nation. And now they're a totally different band again. It's like
Really?
the singer and the other ex-singer of Every Time I Die have a project together.
Oh, shit.
Just weird musical facts that I know.
Well, those are welcome here. Yeah, that was the only song I knew, and I just feel like every like food service type job I had, there was always the radio in the back, like in the kitchen, and whatever station was on, like in Ames and Boone and stuff. That song just got played all the fucking time. You know?
Yeah, it was certainly overplayed.
Yeah.
And if you aren't in the mood for it or you don't like it, I could see that's being about the fucking worst song of all time.
Yep. And they played like a 9-minute version of it too.
Yeah.
It was like the reprisal or whatever.
right.
Reprise. What do they say?
Sure.
Yeah.
Refrain.
The
And
remix?
it's still basically
Try to
close
say
to this
remix.
day.
No, like there's something where they'll say it for like movies and music where it's something and then it'll be like : reprise,
Right,
whatever.
right.
No idea.
And it's like usually a juiced up version, longer or something. I could be wrong on that, folks. Shyla doesn't know. What's your opinion on AWOL Nation?
Kill me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now imagine you just had 45 cigarettes.
Ooh, I like them better.
Yeah. Yeah. Festivals are fun, though. I'm glad that didn't completely go by the wayside after the pandemic, because part of me was like, damn, that shit just might be over.
Oh yeah, I have no desire to go to a music festival
Yeah.
anymore. I really don't. Or like an arena concert. I don't really.
Anywhere where I have to stand for a long time, I don't like being.
Yeah. Sarah and I went to Modest Mouse a couple months ago, and there was all these open tables, and we were like, oh my God. But you had to pay for them.
Lame.
And they were like, oh, it's $100. I was like, no. And then after about 30 seconds, like, all right, fine, we'll do it. We'll fucking sit over here. I'll be the old man at the concert.
Sitting
Sit
down.
on the table. It was fucking
Underrated.
awesome. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
Going back to Yankton for a second, I don't know if Sam and Ian recall, but when we were at the last bar before we kind of called it a night, one of the guys who worked at the comedy club venue was telling us that there's some bar in town that he was saying was grandfathered in law-wise so that you could buy a beer there, drink it in your car, and drive home.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I was
A
like,
loophole.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
That's what you tell the cops.
Yeah.
That's where I was.
The owner of the bar we were at seemed to co-sign on it. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh
I
yeah,
had a hard
I've
time understanding it, but it sounded interesting. They're like, yeah, you should check it out. I'm like, what, you want us to hop in our car?
Right. Drive 1 block to drink a beer in the car and then drive home.
So was this like a town square?
But
But it wasn't a square. It was just like a downtown area
The main street.
main drag.
Yeah.
Yeah, main drag.
of like the original old buildings and just like beautifully constructed buildings. But
Cool.
Yeah, the building that the club and the hotel that we stayed in was beautiful.
That club looks sweet. I hope that I hope that they can keep it going.
Yeah, I think they said they were planning to do like 1 a week,
Yeah.
you know, just because of their population.
That's a big space to
Yeah.
only have one thing a week, I feel like.
But they've got
But
a
if they've
wedding
already got-
venue
Okay.
and a main floor bar in the Airbnb business.
Oh, yeah. That's
so
And the other bar across the street, which they just called the bar, like at the at sign, the
Okay.
bar.
yeah.
right. Oh, yeah, I saw
Clever.
it. Yeah.
Seems like they know what they're, they're making it work.
Cool.
But once a week is still plenty for if they're farming in, Des Moines comedians or whoever, beyond the wireless mic, it was great. And having the lodging right above.
Yeah, that's awesome.
100-seat venue. They oversold it to 115, I think they said.
Not to
Yeah.
brag.
They couldn't keep them out of there. Cool.
Yeah.
We pimped out our friends, gave them a lot of recommendations on who to bring in.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll keep doing it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's nice to have just somewhere else to do a show.
And it's only 3 hours and 45 minutes away.
Yeah, that is.
4 hours with a stop. I mean, so it's like within that range of easy drivability.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more towns like this out there. These like Western towns that a lot of them have like the same style of construction. And I've even been in other towns out there that have like the same thing where like a person has like bought a block and just is like looking for something to do. So there's, more shows like this to be had out there. And I just love that area.
Yeah.
Wild Bill Hickok has always killed a guy in one of these towns.
Right,
You
right.
know, there's lots of that sort of stuff. Lots of Deadwood references in there, the show, and
There's somewhere down by Winterset, right, where Jesse James had some kind of shootout and killed somebody, I think.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Maybe it comes
Kinda
with
cool.
age, but I'm into that kind of stuff,
Sure.
A little history and
Yeah.
architectures. They had this really cool bridge that was like a double decker that they kind of renovated, but they said I think like a train ran along the bottom of the bridge and then cars could drive up over the top of it, but it was, a 2-lane but stacked on top of each other, and we walked through the lower one, just seeing that cool old like steel work, and they had some pulley thing on it that they were able to, instead of a bridge that would go like that for ships and boats
Right.
and stuff, theirs would just go up like that.
Oh,
It was
cool.
on some big pulley system.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Not
So we're
bad.
pretty into Yankton culture.
Yeah. We'll be back.
Yeah. Kind of feel like we're made men in Yankton, though, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, it
you
felt
know?
like it.
They loved us.
That's awesome.
It's always cool when you walk into a bar and everyone's like, "Hey!"
It's the comedians.
Cool.
I think we could let them down by each not drinking a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
that'll happen, especially in a smaller town venue.
Yeah.
They want to turn up with you. Mm-hmm. And maybe in a
We can
different
really
situation.
weird them out. One time, me and a buddy of mine, Mark, I forget what town we were in. We Lady and the Tramp, a Snickers bar at this small town bar, and they did not like it.
Yeah. A couple big city queers.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
This is what we've been warning you about.
Yeah. See what happens when you bring comedy into this town. Yeah, despite the crowd skewing, I would say 55 plus overall. There were some younger folks there, but younger being probably in their early 30s. So it skewed kind of old, but this is a classic comedy lesson that I never seem to fully learn, is not judging a book by its cover. Because I remember saying to these two, because I was hosting for both of them, I was like, oh shit, seeing that they're kind of older, I'm going to clean this up a little.
Yeah.
Bing, bong, boom, move some stuff around. Turns out they loved the dirty stuff, and I should have
they
been
did.
dirty the whole goddamn time.
Yep. But he did crack the code, and which is the host's job. So he did the perfect job. He felt them
Right.
out,
Yeah.
and it was like, all right, these people are older, but they pretty much are on board with anything, and almost would like to prefer something
Yeah.
a little dirtier. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Time to hear some dick and pussy jokes, folks.
Hell yeah.
You're going to love your next comedian. Cole McGrain. They would A you up.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Just getting in a car with people, and it just reminds me of being younger like that, where it was never trips that far, usually. But, there's a few times in high school we drove over to Chicago, which I guess is a little further, but, for a concert, then came back the same night.
Yeah.
Just felt like a movie or something. You're in the car, tunes playing. You're talking shit on everyone that's not there.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little buzz too, 'cause when it's a sold out show beforehand,
That helps.
People, so there was a little bit of that buzz in the air, like
Right.
we don't know what we're walking into
Yeah.
here, but it's going to be
Also, a sold out show. How much were tickets? Do you know?
$20.
They're going to be on your side. You know what I mean? A full room, sold out show.
They want
Until the
you
mic
to be good.
fails.
Yeah.
They're there to fucking see you. You know what I mean? To see comedy.
Right.
Without,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not like a bar show.
Yeah, they had come to welcome this new club into existence, and they were ready for the night
Yeah.
to be a success
Yeah.
from the jump. So
I was nervous at the beginning because I saw a bat stuck on the wall, like the bat
Oh,
was just on
yes.
the wall.
Yeah.
And so I went up to the owner and I'm like, "Hey, I don't want you to freak out, but is that a fucking bat?"
Yeah.
And she went and grabbed her husband, and he just kind of looked around, made sure no one was watching him, and he took his shoe off and just smacked it, and fur and dust just went everywhere. And he's like, "Oh, that's been dead for a while."
And then they just left it
Oh, man.
A mummified, petrified bat.
on the wall.
Yeah.
And what was in the bathroom? I still never went in the bathroom. The art.
There was a painting of Donald Duck with tits. Or is it Daisy Duck? I don't know.
I suppose if it had tits, it was probably Daisy Duck.
Well,
Unless it was the duck from Howard the Duck when he's looking at the duck Playboy. There is a duck with tits
It might have
in
been.
Howard the Duck.
Damn.
I'm like, ducks don't even produce milk. This makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. Well, they're well on their way to being a seasoned comedy club.
There you go.
with
Yeah.
bathroom art like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dead bats on the wall. I mean,
Yeah.
what more do you
Tits.
want?
Yeah. It was pretty perfect in pretty much all the ways you'd want,
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Even better than some quote unquote clubs I've been in terms of
It
atmosphere.
looked awesome.
Yeah. It was nice.
And in the basement?
Yeah.
Were you in
underground.
front of a brick wall?
a curtained wall back
okay.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still?
curtain just fine.
Yeah, that'll do just fine.
Yes. I will say that they made the mistake. I think it's probably smart for branding and social media stuff, but I really don't like when people do the lit up neon sign behind a comedian
No,
because it
I
always
don't like
fucks
that
up
either.
the footage and stuff.
Because your camera can't capture it. I don't know.
Yeah, it blows that out, or it just fucks it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
look good in the room.
Yeah. That was not to besmirch their reputation. Simply an observation.
I got scared because you guys left at like midnight to go back up to the rooms. And I was like, we're being treated so nice. I'm going to stick around at the bar. And then I remembered, oh shit, now I'm going to have to go into the basement alone in the dark and find that elevator and take it up all alone. It was fucking sketchy.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until you're in that haunted house
Oh,
by
man.
yourself. And then I learned that
Did they
lesson.
tell you it was haunted?
So
they did.
Okay.
Yeah, they said, and I asked Kristen, I think was the co-owner,
Yeah,
the
sounds
wife.
right.
It was Kristen and Josh. And I asked her, I was like, hey, so give me the lowdown on like how haunted is this? And she's like, I've never experienced anything, but a lady said that a ghost handed her toilet paper in the bathroom. And I was like, well, upstairs? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, so where the bar is, could have just been a drunk lady.
Yeah.
Asked for toilet papers. Someone in the other stall was like,
Yeah.
here you go. And she's
Yeah.
like, ghost? But with old buildings like that, especially just with the elevator itself and just how old it was, as soon as we walked in, I was like, I fucking guarantee this place is haunted. But I
Yeah.
like to think everything's haunted.
Well, you throw that post-show joint into the mix, and when I walked into that room and saw that big headboard, I was like, man, this is haunted for
It
sure.
was like 10 feet tall. I mean, it was huge.
It is a
Ceremonial.
little, yeah. Be like,
It was like a little too,
How high were
too
the-
ornate. I mean, they were
Yeah.
high ceilings, and it
Yeah.
went like,
Yeah.
I mean, it was like unusually tall. It was aggressively tall. Like it'd be hard
Yeah.
to get it into the room.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
that's how
Kinda
big
shocked.
it was.
yeah, I don't know how comfortable I'd be sleeping under that.
Much more comfortable curled up on AJ's feet.
That's
Yeah.
right. 69 and
Sam came in with his hat and his candelabra or whatever.
yeah. What's going on? Can we make this a 969? That worked nice. Sure. Somebody's not facing the group, but that's all right.
Someone's always going to get left out. Do any of you have like actual ghost experiences? Like I've never.
Too many to recall. Well, when I was the bartender,
recall one.
when I was the bartender in Albion at the bar called Poor Richard's, I would have to close up, and the owner originally was like, after you close up, just lock the doors. Feel free to pour yourself a pitcher of beer, put something on the jukebox. He knew I was really into pool, so he's like, fucking play a couple games of pool, just get better. And so I would stay there from like 2 a.m. until 4 a.m. just drinking beer and shooting pool. And one night I was closing the bar down, had all the doors locked, and I could hear footsteps walking, like somebody had just opened the door and was walking towards the bar. And I had my back to it because I'm running the till. And then right behind me, the footsteps stop, and I hear, and I turn around and nothing's there. And I never stayed there after closing since. I put away the fucking money and made sure the doors were locked, and I just ran my ass home.
Yeah.
So scary.
Like when you're running upstairs and you're scared and you're like, ah.
Yeah.
Is you feel that behind you.
Yeah. You feel it coming.
Yeah. I grew up in a very old house, 120-year-old house. That's how old it was when I was young, you know. So and I was an only child in this house. My mom was working a lot, so I was there alone a lot. So I just don't believe in ghosts. I used to like play checkers with those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they were my homies. I used to see these floaters going around all the time. Before I even knew what like floaters were, I would see these like floating orbs. And it turns out that's like a documented thing about ghosts, you know? But then I went to an optometrist a few years ago, and she asked me if I had any floaters in my eyes.
Yeah.
Because I got like an eye problem, you know?
Yeah.
So it turns out that even my eyeballs are haunted.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is amazing.
It's amazing.
Dead guy's eyeballs.
Dead guys. Anybody watch Frankenstein? You saw it in theater.
That is correct.
No,
I loved
neither of you
it.
guys? It was good.
You liked it?
I liked it.
Nice. Is it on streaming now?
Yeah, I went 2 weeks in theaters, and then it was Netflix.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that you liked it even at home.
I did.
Theater-wise, I think it was definitely a good watch in theaters.
For sure,
if
I
you had
could
the
see that.
option.
I do have a large television, but it was, yeah. I dug it.
I like
Good
it.
thing. Like,
I like Frankenstein. I relate to Frankenstein.
yeah. They really did it. I thought both the dudes, Oscar Isaac and old Jacob Elordi, did a great job. What do you guys think? You
I haven't
didn't
seen it yet. I'll watch it. Is it kind of like the new Dracula where you get to see his dick?
No.
No Frankenstein
dicks.
dick,
No
damn.
dicks.
But Frankenstein does get close to smashing in it. I will say that.
Yeah.
There's some off the charts sexual chemistry. Shyla nods feverish.
He's a sexy Frankenstein monster creature.
Especially once his hair grows out.
Yeah.
He looks like a metal head or something.
Moody. I was like, he grows hair on his head, but no facial hair, no body hair, I guess. But his head hair still works. How did that make you feel, AJ? Like, this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It's not even alive.
What's a guy got to do to get a mad scientist to do a little scalp transplant? You know?
That was like a stoned question I asked you last month when we were watching The Mask. I was like, how come when Jim Carrey puts it on, he becomes bald, but when Dorian, the bad guy, puts it on, he still gets to keep his hair?
I think it's your mental choice is what I always told myself. Like, since you control the mask, you probably get to sort of decide what you look like. Because why does the dog get a fucking CGI head?
True.
You know?
These are the questions.
The dog is the best.
yeah. I still like The Mask.
Oh, man, I used to fucking love The Mask. I haven't
good.
watched it in a long time.
Give it a watch. Sam and I enjoyed it.
Hold on to your lug nuts. It's time for an overhaul. He says that in the movie.
No big deal.
No big deal. He also says, smoking. You guys remember that?
I think that's the only thing I can quote from The Mask.
And
That's
remember
when-
Ben Stein's in it.
He is. He's the psychiatrist.
yeah.
I struggled with Jim Carrey movies as a younger man because a kid in my class ruined all of them by trying to be Jim Carrey. You know?
That's rough.
Yeah.
It's like, God, you're an idiot. Now I hate Jim Carrey, I guess.
Yep.
But
But I grew out of it.
Yeah. You opened back up.
He acquired Jim Carrey's movie personality as his own
He sure did.
and wore it the fuck out. Yeah.
I mean, that's a classic
100%.
move.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just find something.
Yeah, there's like some band that I always see reels of on Instagram, and the singer just completely rips off Jack Black and like looks like him and everything.
I think that is it a chubby
Yeah,
dude
it's a
with like an
chubbier dude.
afro curls? Yeah. I saw him, Jack Black like gave him the seal of approval.
To steal his gimmick.
To like, because I saw him like do a duet with Jack Black, and I was like, I guess he just sounds so much like him. I don't know. But I know who you're talking
Instantly made me hate him. So
It is weird,
Boo,
right?
I think you're
Yeah.
bad.
Shots fired.
about.
Yeah. You know, I mean, there's some of it that I guess you can't totally help. Like, people have said you sound like Seth Rogen, but that's
Yeah, they have
but
less. I get it less than I used to.
But it's all, you know.
But I also have been
draw.
doing virtually no stand up. So, but back in the day, doing stand up in a small town, I could like place bets on how long it will take for someone to say that to me.
Sure. Yeah, you go talk to some young comics at an open mic again, you might hear it.
Yeah.
I guess maybe the youngsters wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Seth Rogen isn't in vogue like he used to be.
Not quite. Yeah. I mean, but it's more adult content, I suppose. Like, the youngsters probably aren't watching the studio
No, probably not.
Right.
or the Married Friends show
Platonic.
that our friend Andrew Lopez is on. Not bad.
Got some
Watch-
insider, industry people.
Yep. No big deal. I was what?
That group at Yankton said I look and sound like their buddy Rusty or whatever his name is. And then they pulled up his like Facebook.
And you
And the friends were like, no, not in that picture. Like, scroll up. There's one picture where you look just like him. I'm like, well, fucking cool.
right. Whenever we talked about this on the last podcast, I think if somebody tells you remind them of someone, it's never
Oh,
positive.
no.
It's never good.
Look
Never.
Yeah.
like the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you remind me of someone, or I want to set you up with someone. It's never good.
Yeah. I mean, I think the legendary one, maybe I've said it on here before, but I was in my early 20s, like 22, and a guy my age was like, has anyone ever told you look just like Paul Giamatti? I remember it was like in the middle of a house party. And I was just like, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it a night. I think, man. I don't even want the. I had the 40 taped in my hands, and I was like, somebody cut these off, man. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Yeah. But that one hurt because it's
that's rough.
it's not Paul Giamatti, great actor.
He is.
Talented.
And his talent
Great.
makes him more handsome, but I wouldn't say he's a looker.
No, I'd say that's generally part of the point of every character he's ever played.
Correct.
He didn't say you are as talented as Paul Giamatti.
No, he did not.
But
say
that's
talented.
what Seth Rogen ain't great looking either, and people.
But he was at least a romantic lead.
That's true. Paul Giamatti has been the romantic
Sideways,
lead.
I guess.
Yeah.
But he was a fucking loser in that.
Yeah, holdovers. He has a lazy eye and smells like fish.
Life is
Perfect.
good. Life is good. I think Sam looks like a young Brendan Fraser a little.
Wow.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
Luckily, after
At least it wasn't
the
Paul
Dodgers
Giamatti.
won the World Series this year, their pitcher Clayton Kershaw retired, so I don't have to hear that one anymore.
Oh, nice.
Usually around this time, every time the Dodgers are in the playoffs, and during the fall, I like to shag the hair a bit, and that's when it happens.
Clayton
Like, hey,
Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw. I'm like, oh. And I've looked it up, and that one actually is pretty decent resemblance.
That is,
All right.
Pretty close.
Not a hurtful one.
And yeah, at least it's a World Series
Yeah.
winner. Like,
so like
you know,
a super athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul
No, Paul
Giamatti.
Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti is unknown for his athleticism. Yeah, have you got anyone, Ian? Who do you look like?
I don't know. I don't think
Let's
so.
not talk about Ian.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Ian.
Insert handsome guy, I guess. Whatever.
Various cowboys, various Wild West heroes.
Even at Beechwood, the show on Saturday, Ian had 2 shows this past weekend.
Wow.
Big shot. But he was one of the headliners, and I think it was bringing you up on stage or taking you off. But I'm pretty sure it was Bulver. You were like, I can't tell if Ian's handsome or homeless. And I was like, well, he still said handsome. So who gives a shit about the homeless? I've seen some great memes about that where it's like,
Home some. Because you have a home.
I am. I'm in
Great
a home.
job. Way to go.
Yep. I like to be comfortable. Yeah.
yeah.
And if that is homeless, then so be it.
My mom's called me homeless a few times.
Well, I have a picture,
No big
a new
deal.
picture from from my driver's license or from my passport today. I showed you guys before the pod, and I look like a certifiable drug smuggler.
You look like you could live in the Velisca axe murder house.
100%. Yeah, I look like I just committed an axe murder.
Yeah.
They snap those pictures aggressively quickly at the post office, and they just don't give you a chance.
Local paint huffer, Ian Poe.
Right. Literally, you could plug in any crime, animal, bestiality. Like this guy was ravaging chickens. You'd be like, I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a great headshot for a comedian if no one's ever done that. Just put that silver shit around.
Oh, hell yeah.
Get your headshots done.
Anybody ever huff paint?
No.
Just checking.
Anybody else?
I feel like I've gotten close to huffing gas before only because it just smells so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very appealing.
Inhale deeply. If that's huffing, then so be it.
If it wafts towards me, I mean, it's kind of on the gas at that point. You know?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
I used to stand behind the school bus while we were lining up to go home.
Oh,
and that
man.
diesel exhausted hit me. And the teacher called me. She was like, quit fucking standing behind me. Like, it
Like,
smells
what?
good.
Yeah.
Diesel engines do smell.
And it's
good.
warm. Like,
Yeah.
we're waiting outside.
Yeah. Those are my only 2 qualifications for anything. Smells good and it's warm.
That's all I need.
Hell yeah. bro.
Maybe if it's got a
How's it smell?
Maybe I
Is it
did-
warm? All right, I'm in.
Maybe I did huff some paint after all.
Shit.
Shit. What do you think of that one, Shyla?
Pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. Not many sound effects tonight. Do we stink?
No, we smell good and we're warm.
Yeah.
I don't smell good. These are. No, never mind. Let's not talk about it.
I put on my podcasting pants.
I did. Sure.
Yeah, the little like rock band frontman.
Yeah, I've been wearing them to work, which is rock band from.
You know,
They're tight,
a little tight.
tight pants.
Got your sack out.
Yeah.
Yeah, popping. Let them know.
Sacks are popping.
The sacks of pop.
Sacks are popping. That's good. I like that. It rolls off the tongue.
Oh yeah.
Popping sack.
Yeah. Start a clothing company.
Let's go to the bar and order 2 beers and a Snickers.
All right, folks. Ending it on paint huffing and sacks.
Sacks are popping.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Man. I'd love to treat the folks at Yankton to toll.
Oh, my
Wouldn't
God.
that be
I'd
fun?
like to do that.
I would come along even if I'm
Let
not
me get some
performing.
reps in
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. Well, get you back in that open mic.
I keep saying it, but I do. I felt the pang this past Tuesday. I was like, I need to. Like, I haven't felt like I'm missing out, and then I did all of a sudden.
There
So
you go.
maybe I got to get back out there.
like an old ex.
But then I go and you have to listen to other people do open mic comedy. And I'm like, oh my
There's
God.
some fun youngsters. There's a real zany fellow named Job who I like a lot. He's,
Oh, nice.
he's
I should have known you would take the joke.
He's a zany boy, and so yeah, I don't know. There's some fun stuff out there.
Yeah.
It seems like there's some promising new folks around.
Definitely.
We had
ones
one of
that
them
are
on
sticking
the,
around.
not that he's that new, I guess, but
He's
Sean G
newer.
was on last week.
Yeah.
We laughed our asses off.
Yeah.
Everybody's new when you don't go there.
That's true. It's been, I mean, I have gone a few times, but, you know, been kind of out for a little over a year now, I suppose.
Well, I think when you go, despite having to sit through everyone else's sets, which is always going to be a problem in stand up.
Right.
Even if you like the people, you're like, when's my turn? All right.
Yeah.
But I always feel very motivated, mainly from seeing other people do well. And I'm like,
Right.
I got to get to it. You know,
Yeah.
I got to get to work.
Well, the last one I went to, people talk like, oh my God, everybody's the fucking Beachwood, constantly fantastic, which is what is pretty good on the reg, is what I hear. But the one I went to, I was like, shit. So moderate. Yeah.
Well, when it gets bad because then the sound really starts bleeding.
Yeah.
And then you really are like, we're not even in a room that is sound to
Yeah.
be in, much less a good room for comedy.
Right.
Like, this whole
Yeah.
building is going to fall on us. We're going to die
There's a
down
shit
here.
Yeah.
pipe leaking from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Right.
Here, back that ass up coming from upstairs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hear a
Like
bunch
the
of
show
people
on
stomping.
Saturday night. I mean, it was packed. I've never seen it as full in there as it was Saturday night. It was like everybody was on their way to a seat, but then they just got like stopped like mid walk.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was all basically standing room. And, they were a little tight to start out with, I think.
Ooh.
And then, ended up all right.
Loosened
but-
up.
Yeah.
I've been to some of the most explosive comedy I've ever seen was in the Beachwood basement.
Right.
Fucking crazy every
Yeah.
once in a while, where it feels like that room is going to blow up.
When it's good,
Yeah.
it's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yep. Can't be that way every time.
No, of course not.
Yeah. Just happened to be the night that you were there. Yeah, it was crazy packed on Saturday. I went there to shoot some photos and video, and I couldn't even get in.
Right.
I had to fucking walk the streets
That's
for like
nuts.
20
Yeah.
minutes.
I had to use the back staircase just to get over to that side. There was
Yeah.
no way to make it across. And
That's cool.
yeah.
It was packed.
But when it's packed like that and they aren't feeling it, that's a tough little room right there.
Yeah. I mean, it should have been like, it seemed like with the amount of people that were there that they had potential for explosivity, whatever that word is,
Yeah, you heard him. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Man. Well, folks,
Oh.
it's time to start landing No Sleep Airlines. Samuel Hirchak, that is SAMUEL_HIRCHAK on Instagram.
Yep, I'll be at the Funny Bone all weekend this weekend.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Who are you with?
Hosting Tyler Walsh is featuring, and the headliner is Jessime Peruso, who
Sick.
has done a bunch of stuff.
Sweet.
You
Is
Sam a funny bone.
nice. Cool.
And underscore fun, FUN, Ian, IAN, one word, underscore funny, and Funyon.
Yeah.
on Instagram. Check that out.
Absolutely. I'll be roasting a friend of ours' mom for her 50th birthday party.
Oh, wow.
Soon, which is not going well. And if you work at Joseph's Jewelry, I'll be doing your holiday party this Saturday.
Oh, shit.
That's also not going to go well. And so we're just lining up gigs that are not going to go well. So,
The holiday gigs.
yeah,
You make a little Santa bunny.
that's right.
Yeah.
Next
a couple
Saturday, I will be in Fort Dodge for Fort Funny.
Wow.
November 22nd. I'm doing 20 minutes, folks.
Holy balls. Who are you going with?
I don't remember.
Oh, excellent.
It's a bunch of Des Moines people. I know that for
Nice.
sure. Hopefully someone I can hitch a ride with.
Is it a bunch of people doing 20 minutes?
I hope not. I thought I was like, Mr. Big Shot.
I hope so. The feature?
Yeah, I imagine I'm not headlining. And that's fair. I'm not really headliner material quite yet. But 20 minutes sounds good. That's moving me in the right direction.
Right. You hosted 15 Strong out there.
Yeah.
You hear
You know?
that, folks? 15 strong.
And my update is I'd like to go maybe see a movie in the next 3 weeks.
Any movie in particular?
I don't know.
Well,
That's
Venmo at _
That's right.
Turbo Cop.
Black Cat ice cream as well. Alex is at Cone Con right now.
That's right. We didn't even mention Alex. Sorry, Alex.
Fuck Alex, man.
He's eating ice cream in Miami.
Yeah, he's not thinking about us, so fuck
No.
The
him.
ice cream con is in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like West Palm Beach or something.
Yeah.
Must be rough, huh?
Yeah.
It's hot and sticky.
Yeah, Black Cat Ice Cream, patreon.com/NoSleepDSM. Shout out to Shyla, our executive producer. Huh?
Shout out.
Shout out. She gets paid in shout outs, folks. Yeah, I think that's just about it. Any more plugs before we wrap this baby up? Going to see a movie in 3 weeks.
I'm
I was
pulling
thinking
for
about
you,
this
Phil.
today. I'd like to see a movie a week, but I can't even
nice.
get the open mic, so we'll see. But
Yeah.
once the baby gets older,
You can bring the baby to the movie.
yeah.
Or the open mic.
Yeah.
Or the
I'm
open
working on a
mic.
padded room in the basement to lock her in
Sure.
so we can go do stuff.
All right, folks. Has been No Sleep the podcast. I've been AJ Simmons.
I've been told McGrain.
I've been Ian Pope.
I am currently Sam Hirchak.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Fucking AJ, Toll and Alex. They're fucking hilarious.
This is a certified hood classic. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.